What is going on, my patriots? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Joe's News and Views, also conservative news and views. This your first time tuning in? Do me a favor, go ahead on and hit that notification bell at that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell at the top. Go ahead on and be prepared for any time that I come in. You can actually hear your boy when he's in the building. Okay. If it's your first time tuning in as well on my other platforms, go ahead on hit the follow button. Also, too, if you're on my TikTok, you can follow me right here, right now on my YouTube. That's right, Joel's News and Views. That's right, Joel's News and Views. So definitely go ahead on that. So give me 1 second here. And I'm setting everything up. Getting into my chat session so I can see what's going on, see how many people in the building. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna jump into this right here, right now. So today we are going to be discussing what is going on with President Donald J. Trump. Now, I don't even like even talking about this whole situation, but unfortunately, it is a situation that has went overboard. When I say overboard, it has went overboard. Now let's see here. It's got any sharing or anything like that? Nope. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go up here on the chat tonight, and we're gonna talk about what everybody is saying about what is going on with this whole situation. And thank you, Twin. Thank you, Greg, for following, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming through. If you're on D Live, you already know where I'm at on D Live. D Live is D Live at um J News and Views. J News and Views. So go ahead on, join your boy on D Live. I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead on and drop into this as well. So I am going to be sharing my screen tonight with everybody about these breaking news from Fox News, which is not as mainstream as the others, but it's got more insight. Oh, sorry about that. It's got more insight of what's going on with the president because right now it has became a shit show. When I say a shit show, it has become just that. So we are going to talk about the most pivotal moments today that happened at the hearing. So today, Donald J. Trump was put on trial for the January 6th insurrection, allegedly that the deep state and some of the establishment says he is caused. Give me a second. Let me close my door. Now, the establishment is trying to say that he came in here and caused all this chaos on the day of January the 6th. That whenever everybody was coming to show their support for the president about what was currently going on, everybody basically has stepped out and said, hey, man, that's not what happened. You know, we got the records, we got the proof. This is not what happened. But that's not what everybody is trying to insinuate. Everybody is trying to insinuate that whenever he was talking about follow me, okay, let's go to the Capitol in peace and show support. All of a sudden, he was apparently wrong. They're trying to say that he went out here and caused things that never happened. All right. They're trying to say that he allegedly insurrected violence. Now, we talked about this. If you follow me, you know that I am a conservative political analyst. I talked about this whole situation from a reality perspective. When he went in that day, he never said that violence was going to be the way to go. He came in, the only thing he said, show support. That's all he said. He didn't say anything about, oh yeah, by the way, go out here and be an asshole and come in and disrupt proceedings. He just said, show your support. But today, again, America had to see what we're dealing with. Another tragedy, another example of them trying. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Another example of them are trying to show another shit show that is stupid. Playing with this camera right quick. And I've never seen in my life this much horror. I mean, it makes me feel like that we are dealing with the most insane people in our everyday lives. So let's jump into what was said today on day one of the impeachment. After 4 hours of emotional testimony and bitter debate, day one of the Trump impeachment trial has drawn to a close in the Senate. Here's a recap of the key moments. The Senate voted to move ahead with this historic impeachment trial, despite some Republicans' concern that impeaching the president already out of office would be unconstitutional. Now, the vote was 56 through 44. Now, I'm about to reveal to you the 6 Republicans who need to be primaried that voted on this shit show. They were the following: Senator Susan Collins of Maine, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitt Romney, which we already know he's a rhinocrat, the biggest one of them all, Ben Sauce of Nebraska, and Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania. Now, I'm not worried about Pat Toomey. He's not going to get primary because Pennsylvania is mostly a Democratic blue state anyway. But the rest of these people need to be primaried. Now, Cassidy has switched his vote from a previous point of order brought up last week by Senator Rand Paul, the Republican of Kentucky. He said he did not view the 55 to 45 vote on Paul's resolution as revealing how senators would vote when it comes to whether or not to convict President Trump. It was a vote in the moment of time, and so based upon what senators knew at that point and felt at that point, they then voted. But we will now have, hopefully, presentations from both sides, and will consider the evidence as impartial jurors, he said on NBC's Meet the Press on Sunday. So, to me, guys, what I'm already seeing is the establishment has not trying to support the president as the way they should. The establishment with these rhinocrats are basically saying that they do not want to hear from President Trump again. In fact, it makes me feel like the establishment is also putting out there that they do not want other any other remembrance of anyone that is like President Donald J. Trump. If y'all like what I got bringing on the Haps, go ahead on and share. If you like the broadcast, go ahead on and donate some coins to the boy. Try to get me up there because I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to be as honest and as fast, as faithful as possible about this. So this is what we're seeing as Americans. This is a injustice already on a prior president. People are basically saying, okay, I don't want to deal with this man. And the reason why I don't want to deal with this man is due to the fact that the matter is that I'm afraid of the power, the following that he has. It's not because of the fact that they think that he incited violence. This is more of fear. I mean, I'm just being realistic about it. It's nothing but fear. No more, no less. Because if it was anything else, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. So the timeline is as follows. The trial is slated to continue through the weekend with no days off under a resolution that was let me see here. Yeah, the trial is slated to continue through the weekend with no days off under a resolution authored by President by not president but Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and GOP leader Mitch McConnell. Now, the 8-page bipartisan resolution set out the rules and timeline for President Trump's second impeachment trial in an effort to complete the unprecedented proceedings in a fair and speedy fashion. Trump's defense team got 2 hours to explain why the Senate trial shouldn't go forward. And the House impeachment managers, led by Representative Jamie Raskins, Democrat of Maryland, got 2 hours to explain why the trial is warranted even for departed president. Unlike the previous impeachment, Leader McConnell and I are introducing the resolution together. No one claim it's not fair. Schumer, Democrat in New York, said Tuesday. The resolution passed 89 to 11. The trial will begin again Wednesday at noon in similar fashions. Now, during this, the Democrats did pull a graphic video of the attack. They had Representative Jamie Raskins of Maryland that pulled this up. The Democratic video mashup of Trump's own words, encouraging his supporters to fight like hell, was followed by graphic images of rioters, then breaking down barricades at the Capitol and yelling profanities at officers such as "fuck DC police." Now, y'all see what they did on here? They did a mashup. Now, if you don't know what a mashup is, this is what a mashup is. A mashup is I take video of what you said when I say something like he said, fight like hell for this country. Doesn't mean to go out here and physically fight somebody, but fight like hell as in to make sure that you want to be heard about your ideas. And I go out here, all right, and I don't do it the way you said in meeting, as fight, as mentally fight, as peacefully protest. I go out here and decide to act the darn fool. I'll go out here and let's say, how can I put this? do what happened at the Capitol, cause an insurrection, uh, acting crazy, uh, telling people to do this and do that. Well, what happens is when I do that kind of thing, that is on me, the person that started that. That's not on President Donald J. Trump. He did not put a gun to these people's head to go out here and do that. That is on them. They decided to do that. They decided to do that. They the one out here acting crazy. And see, this is what makes me so mad about the situation. They want to blame him for people's negligence. They want to use him as the scapegoat. Like he woke up and said, I'm going to put a gun to y'all head and y'all got what I said. That's not what happened. I mean, what's going to do. These people made a sound decision to go up there on Capitol Hill and act crazy. And now, since things are coming to head, everybody wants to play the game that they don't know what happened. You know what happened. You were there. Y'all know what happened. It's just frustrating. It really is. It is very frustrating. Really frustrating. Now, this is the part that also got me a little heated tonight about the impeachment process starting out. In one clip, rioters were berating and beating up Capitol Police as they forced their way into the Capitol. One officer died directly from his injuries, while another 140 officers were injured in the siege. The gripping 13-minute video included clips from Senate Mitch McConnell, Republican in Kentucky, speaking on the Senate floor, calling out Trump's conspiracy theories on widespread election fraud on January 6th, in contrast to Stop the Steal. Chance of rioters taking hold of the Capitol. Now, Jamie Raskins gets personal. Now, Raskins told the story of his own family's terror during the riot, which was only one day after he buried his son Tommy. The Maryland Democrat noted that his daughter Tabitha and son-in-law Hank accompanied him to the Capitol on January 6th to provide emotional support as lawmakers met to confirm President Biden's election victory. Raskin's family members were later trapped inside the House Majority Leader Steny Hoever's office as pro-Trump rioters stormed the Capitol complex. The congressman noted that it was too late for him to reach his family. All around me, people were calling their wives and their husbands, their loved ones, to say goodbye, Raskin said. Then there was a sound I'll never forget, the sound of pounding on the door like a battering ram, the most haunting sound I've ever heard, and I will never forget it. Now, let me tell y'all something. Now, this is where I want to reiterate again. And I'm going to put it this way so y'all can see me while I'm doing this broadcast. I sympathize with what happened on Capitol Hill on January the 6th. I will never take away from the victims, the people's feelings of being a victim with what happened with people coming in on the Capitol building. Now, the reason why I take this stance because A, I'm a conservative. I'm a man that believes in a higher power. And second of all, we don't know people's emotions. People got all types of emotions when things like that happen. So we can't say, oh, they lying. Oh, they just exaggerate. But what I'm not going to do, and this is off topic, and I will probably talk about this later on in the broadcast, is I'm not going to do like Cori Bush, who says got a shirt that says uh bang until you die, something like that. This little banging shirt she got because she said when she was inside of the Capitol building with her team the day of the insurrection, that's all she talked about. See, that's what makes me mad with the Democratic Party. They go out here and say they're victimized, but they take these victimization statements and always trying to get capitalism from it. But if a conservative did that, if a conservative would go in and be like, hey, I'm going to capitalize on the pain I went through on January the 6th. If the roles were reversed and it was on the Democratic Party, they would call us all kinds of names. We're liars. We're this, we're that. I mean, they would be, it'd be so disgusting that we would not be able to have a conversation. Now, if you don't believe me, you can look up Cori Bush's new logo. It's on her shirt. She's selling it for her little campaign money. She's not the first to do that. You had AOC talking about tax the rich. She had one of those shirts. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what they do in the deep state. They will take all that stuff that they claim they're going through and they won't use it as a tool to communicate their feelings and try to go across the aisle and come up with solutions not to have that happen again. They'll take their pain and make money off of it. Let me go to the comments, and this is on TikTok. They said, exactly, do you have a podcast? Yes, I do have a podcast. It is coming back up, Joe's Conservative News and Views. I'm about to start it up. I'll probably do it some tonight. I'll probably use this as the first broadcast for the impeachment. So I got the first season. You'll probably love the first season. So the second season is coming. What up, Black Widow? Thank you for joining. We're talking about the impeachment. Now, this is what's going on currently as we proceed to the next phase of this. Lawyer Bruce Castor says Dems are just afraid of running against Trump again. We are really here because the majority of the House of Representatives do not want to face Donald Trump as a political rival in the future. That's the real reason we're here, Castor said. Castor warned that the floodgates will open if the Senate impeaches his client. The political pendulum will shift one day. This chamber and the chamber across the way will change. The one day and partisan impeachments will become commonplace, he said. So this is my analysis so far of what I've gotten from the summary of the impeachment today. I feel like that they're going to try to, the Senate is going to go and impeach the president. And this is why. Because there's a lot of rhinos. Thank you. Thank you, Black Widow. Let's see if I can get some more, man. Donate, y'all. Donate. Donate to your boy. I have a feeling that there's going to be some rhinos that are going to try to play this game. They are going to try to impeach the president so he will not run again. Because, see, it makes sense to me now. A lot of these guys are afraid. Washington is afraid of President Donald J. Trump. You know why they're afraid of Donald J. Trump? Because Donald J. Trump is not them. He's not them. He doesn't need big donors. He has his own money. He doesn't need to kiss up to major establishment members because he's his own man. He's his own economy. And because he's that powerful, they're scared of him. Just like if you think about how Malcolm X created fear in the Nation of Islam when he got to the point of realizing what's real and what's fake. This is the same thing here, what we're dealing with President Donald J. Trump. He is realized what Washington is all about. He's seen the swampy, muddy monster waters. And now they know that if he gets in 2024 or put anything with a stamp on it on 2024, that they know that by that time he would have so much of a following that no matter how bad they cheat, it would be too obvious, like extremely obvious. So what do you do with your rival? You shut your rival down. That's why they won't put him on Twitter. That's why they won't put him on Facebook. That's why on YouTube, all of his material has been suspended. They don't want him to have a voice because he scares them. Remember that. You bring too much truth, they will try to silence your voice. Now, let's talk about some of the stuff that was going on with the person they want to have to testify. Now they got a guy with the funny hat that was there wants to testify on behalf of president on the behalf of the prosecution of this impeachment. Now he busted out and said that his reason that he wants to testify because he said that President Donald J. Trump let him down. How did he let you down? Is it because the feds found out that your behind went out here and bust through those Capitol building doors and they don't hit you with football numbers now? And now you're trying to do anything you can to make them football numbers in the single digits, possibly a couple of months. That's the only reason why you're trying to denounce President Trump now. There's a lot of them that got caught up in this Capitol building scam mess that they did themselves are trying to denounce President Trump, trying to say that he was the one that pulled on their heartstrings and tricked them. No, he didn't trick you. You made that decision to bust through those doors. And that's facts. Now, we're going to go into the polls here and talk about what public is saying about convicting Donald J. Trump on a conservative uh, platform. Now, what they're saying is a narrow majority of Americans say to support a Senate say they support a Senate conviction of former President Donald Trump in his impeachment trial. Now, 52% of those people questioning new Gallup poll wants Trump convicted, with 45% saying senators should acquit the former president. There was similar response in which we already know the liberal side. They're talking about 56% supporting and for conviction and 43% backing acquittal. Now, only reason why I think it's so high that people want to say that they want a conviction rate is due to the fact of the matter now that they are trying to say the world is so woke. If you don't believe me, you already can see it in our sports entertainment. I mean, that is why they are going to the point now that they want to say that everybody wants to be on the same page as the liberals. But I don't really think those polls sometimes are very accurate because we already know the last time we went through polls by any of these mainstream mediocres that flip-flop or bipartisan, it never uh, pans out to be correct. That's why people were so moved when our president had so many votes. Now, I am about to see what else there is to talk about. Let's see here. Now, I don't know what's going on with the Dallas Mavs, but this is again, I know we were talking about the impeachment, but this kind of leads up to why so many Americans are getting so frustrated with uh big America getting involved, big tech and corporations getting involved with the American dream, the American politics side. And I'm about to read this, guys, to you. So, the Dallas Mavericks have taken a stance against playing the national anthem. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban confirmed to the Athletic that it was
Grammarly
a decision to
does
no
more
longer
than
play
catch errors.
national anthem
With Grammarly, you can find really good
prior to home games at American Airlines Center. The Mavericks haven't played the national anthem prior to home games this season, and the team doesn't plan on playing it for the foreseeable future. Now, let's check out this video and see, and I'm going to do a reaction on it, on why in the world this man don't want to play the national anthem. So if you see me quiet on TikTok side, it's because I'm reacting to this video. Because I want to see why this guy don't want to play the national anthem. Hopefully it gets to that part. What's going on, Hermes? How you doing, man? Yeah, they fake news. You right, Hermites. Shout out to my man Hermites, J-Bomb. Hopefully I'll be on their show soon. They're starting a podcast. I can't wait to be on there. They love my content. I love their content. They're like me. They're straightforward. They don't play any games. So hopefully y'all can see us all collaborate. I'm trying to collaborate with cool people who got the same mindset that I do, that love being a conservative and respect Christianity. I'm going to say it again, that respect Christianity, because that's what this country was built on. And unfortunately, we as a people have forgotten. All right, so I guess they're not going to talk about on here why. So I'm just going to go ahead on and proceed with the story, because they want to play some stuff that I ain't feeling. I wanted to hear, why they don't want to do it. And I thought Mark Cuban had talked about it in depth. Now, the Mavericks, who has 11-14 record, has played 14 games at their home arena this season. They haven't played the national anthem in any of their 13 preceding games, as well as those 12 regular season matchups, including Monday's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which was the first game with a small number of fans in the stand. Cuban and the Mavericks didn't publicize the removal of the national anthem to the prior games, but the Athletic reached out to the team after realizing it wasn't played before Monday's matchup. A number of team employees only noticed the removal of the anthem on their own, according to the Athletic. They also said it was not announced or intentionally or explained eternally. The Athletic reported that Cuban declined a request for further comment or explanation. Monday evening, the Maverick organization also declined Tuesday per the website. Because I tell you why they're not. Because of these players. They want to be woke. I'm about to tell you why they're not playing it. They want to be woke. They want to be woke so bad that they're willing to lose fans to make sure that they cater to these players that's making 6 million, 10 million, 25 million. Okay, I'm talking about 7, 8, and almost 9-figure players. You want to make them happy. For what cost? We're going to trade in our values because we do not like what's going on in America today. But I stand. Let me tell y'all how bad it's gotten. I called my wife earlier tonight because I was at the laundromat, doing some laundry because we still trying to wait on our washer and dryer. Now, I seen a cop, and guess what? I lived and went home. He didn't bother me. I didn't bother him. Isn't that amazing? Only in America, right? Anyway, I'm just being sarcastic. I have to be because of these times. Me and my wife are talking. I mean, me and my wife are talking about life in general. Me and my wife is a generation before me. I mean, she's not that much older than me. My wife got me by got me at 5.5 years. Okay, she's Generation X. I am the beginning of the millennial generation. I am a part of that generation that started to see the change of people going from common sense to downright idiots. Okay, so that's just facts. So my wife a little tiny bit more old school than I am, just a tiny bit, a little smidgen. So we're talking, and we've been talking about in the past, and we talked about Aunt Your Mama when this first went down about the syrup. They took Aunt Your Mama off the bottle, and my wife was like, "Why are we taking Aunt Your Mama off the box and bottles?" Because the woken saying that having that black woman on that box was a disgrace to black people, that it reminded them of this, that, and the third. And let me tell y'all something. When I was growing up, I was taught by my own black family, when you saw a person of color on a box, on a logo, that it was an accomplishment, that that person put in the work to be that spokesperson for that brand, that family that allowed that person, even if it was inspired by somebody, were being, for that brand. Now, granted, I understand the backstory of Aunt Your Mama. Now, there was some story that the ladies that played the original Aunt Your Mama all the way down to the other lady, when they did appearances, they didn't get paid properly. Okay, we knew this was back in a time where, yes, a lot of black people did not get paid properly for their services. We talked about this. I've talked about this on my broadcast. We as conservatives understand that. Yeah, you're right, Alex. Facts. But at the same time, there was a sense of pride because even though you didn't get paid like the other white person because of the color of your skin, the pride was you was still thought of to do a job, to thought of to be a spokesperson for a brand. Your face was still on that brand. Okay, so what? The white guy that marketing it or whatever get paid a little bit more than you. Still, you was proud because it meant something. You had something to tell your four children beforehand. Listen, I know the world looks bad. I know that we are got Jim Crow laws, but guess what? I was able to pull off something that nobody else hardly could do in our lifetime as black Americans. I was able to be on a nationwide product in America during the Jim Crow and the racist, the non-civil rights days of the 40s and the early 50s. Okay? Now, nobody looks at that. When I look at people talk about this woke shit, and I'm not trying to get off topic, but I'm just being realistic. I hear people all the time, yeah, call it the Pearl Milling Company now. You know how fucking stupid that sounds? The Pearl Milling Company. I like Aunt Your Mama better than Pearl Milling Company. You know what that shit sound like? That shit sound like my grandma just came to the house. and brought me some damn pearls. Okay. Or she brought some pearls and say, okay, baby, I got this from the Pearl Milling Company. You need to let me look at them pearls. That's stupid. And I don't give a shit who don't like my broadcast of me saying it. It's stupid. It's dumb. We're reinventing the wheel for no reason. And what makes me so mad is that we got so many of these liberal minded evil people want to act like that what they're doing is helping minority people. And they're making white Americans who come out here every day, who keeps to themselves, that work hard. Okay, so what? They don't know nothing about the hood. I'm not expecting every white American to know about the hood. I'm not worried about that. That's like every white American expecting a black American to know everything about what redneck people do when they live out there in the country. It's two different worlds. I'm not worried about that. That shouldn't even matter. What matters to me is, can we live in harmony and can we get things accomplished? This is what's pissing me off.
Can we love one another?
Can we love one another? Can we go out here and put our differences to the side for the common good and try to promote good qualities? Can we go out here and show our young men and women how to be productive? Nobody can do that no more. That is why the world is going to shit.
Yeah.
Think about this, guys. There's so much evil forces out here that right now we are experiencing a president who has walked away from his job, who should be playing golf and maybe helping other people, getting convicted for something he did not do. I'm going to say it again. He is getting convicted for something he did not do. They act like he went out here and called these people personally, had a conversation with all these thousands of rioters that broke into the Capitol building and said, hey guys, fuck some shit up. Have a great day. No, he didn't do that. Why would he want to do that? He's the president of the United States. He was just allowing his fans to show support. But this is once again what makes everybody so pissed off. We have these Democrats, as I call them, that likes to say, do what I say, but not as I do. Now, the other day, remember, I had a video and I talked about Maxine, aka James Brown stunt double Waters, right? She out here talking about she never ever incited violence. But in 2018, we have a video of her talking about surrounding Trump people at a gasoline station. Now, if y'all don't believe me, I'm finna pull it up for you. We're gonna review it. We're gonna review what she said. And I'm gonna also have y'all laugh about what she said when she got pressed to hard questions on her own liberal channel that she's always visiting all the time. Let's go up here to all right, I'm gonna go up here. Google. I like this. I like this Yahoo search. I hate it. I don't like it that much. All right, here we go. I got the video right here. Finna pull it up. Now I'm gonna break it down step by step what this crazy woman's saying. Now remember, she is not talking about violence. Hold on.
That have been booed out of restaurants of your cabinet.
Let me go start it open.
Already, you have members of your cabinet that have been booed out of restaurants, who have protesters taking up at their house, who's saying no peace, no sleep. No peace, no sleep. And guess what? We're going to win this battle because while you try and quote the Bible, Jeff Sessions and others, you really don't know the Bible. God is on our side. On the side of the children. On the side of what's right. On the side of what's honorable. On the side of understanding.
All right, let me stop it right there. Okay, this is what pissed me off right here. Why are you using God for your foolishness? God is not of what you're doing at this rally. You out here trying to use God for your own personal gain. Because if you was a woman of God, you would have been focusing on what's going on in your own backyard. Because your district is still failing with school systems. Your district is still having high crime rate. Your district is still going with all this poverty. Your district is still got all the things going on where they can't get the proper assistance that they need to be productive and have more community programs to help them out. So you're not talking about that. Nope, you're not. So right there, that was uncalled for using God for your own personal thing. That's strike one right there. Let's continue. Let's see what else she's saying on this.
That if we can't protect the children, we can't protect anybody. And so let's stay the course. Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them.
You heard that? You heard that, right? She said the following. If you see them at a department store, if you see them at a gasoline station, sound like she in 1958. If you see them in a restaurant, if you see them in a parking lot, make a crowd and confront them. I'm going to say it again. Make a crowd and confront them. Now, when she went on MSNBC about this and they played that same video to her, she said, I never said I was inciting violence. I was talking about making sure that they didn't get service. Lady, you can't deny people service because you don't want to. I mean, yeah, you could, but you know that denying people service because of their political beliefs, you can cause people at department stores, mom and pop stores to get sued, right? You can actually get sued because if it's not on their statement or contract of service that they can deny you because of your political beliefs, guess what can happen? You could get sued. See, this is an example right there of what I said before. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's continue.
They're not welcome anymore, anywhere. We've got to get the children connected to their parents. The children are suffering.
All right, that's enough. I'm going to stop that right there. So she said the children are suffering, blase, blase, blase. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. Children's not suffering. Not by the hands of the Trump administration at that time in 2018. The children were suffering because of what Obama did. See, Obama one that had all these cages for these kids. So when they came in, they could be retained and they could do the catch and release. Some of these kids were reunited by certain members of that was already established in the U.S. because the families already let everybody know that those children made it over there. So there was a lot of times, allegedly, that those kids went to those supposed assigned members. And some of these kids you can see in the videos running, didn't even run to those parents. They was like, that ain't my mama, that ain't my daddy. Why you here? Who are y'all? Kind of thing. But they have been conditioned already by their folks before they left that somebody come get you of your descent. That's usually a family member of yours that we have entrusted. And as soon as you get on your feet or they get you established, we'll come running next. You know, they are turning away 300 children a day, stopping 300 children a day at the border. And you know what's crazy? They still got the cages up, but they're not calling them cages now. They're calling them holding centers. You know, that's what's crazy about Democrats. They will do the same thing the Republicans do, and when the Republicans do it, or they get or whatever, and it's deemed fucked up, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, y'all got them children in cages. You get us, and we gonna get these children reunited." And then they'll go and put the children in the same setup and change the name of it and call it a holding center. Oh man, Democrats, man, their wordplay is insane, boy. Same thing that the other man was doing, but they made it sound a little bit cooler. Oh jeez, jeez Louise, I can't call it. But anyway, let me. I'm gonna try to see what else we got going on here. My wife is giving me that signal like, "Yo, I'm tired. I want to go to bed." And plus, I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and I am happy for that because I finally get to go back to work tomorrow. So I'm also going to talk about some things that talk about one more thing that went on that I think that y'all need to know about. I'm going to talk about what happened. Hey, what's going on, Bubba? I'm going to talk about what happened recently with the Super Bowl because I know a lot of people want to know my thoughts of what I think about the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna summarize everything that I saw from the performances to all the way to the controversy after the game with Tom Brady and Tyrann Mathieu. So this is going to be very quick and straight to the point. So I looked at the Super Bowl. First things first, shout out to Jasmine Sullivan. She killed the Star Spangled Banner. Shout out to the other young lady named Her. She killed the anthem. Now, if you didn't like that way she did the national anthem with that guitar, I can't tell you, you ain't as American as you say you are. I don't give a shit if it was some woke stuff that they were promoting because they were putting a lot of black performers involved in the Super Bowl. They did an excellent job at first doing the national anthem and the Star Spangled Banner. Now, this is where it gets crazy. Halftime show. The halftime show was a complete shit show. I don't know what I know what the weekend's on. This is what happens when you're trying to be too woke and creative at the same time. And the weekend really sucked. I hope they didn't pay the weekend a shitload of money because if they did, he made off with the greatest robbery heist ever. The band-aids were stupid. Hey, what's going on? Miss Marie, how you doing? I mean, it was just crazy. I don't know what These fools was thinking. Now, let's talk about the game. The controversy with the game that y'all probably did not hear about that's going on. So, Tom Brady, who actually won the Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay, congratulations once again, has gotten his 7th ring. Now, before that, he was at 6, right? 6 rings. Now, you know the Wokians have been on his ass ever since they seen the Trump hat in his locker in 2018. Now, let's talk about the backstory to that. He was on the Patriots. He was sitting down having a conversation after a game interview, and somebody saw the red MAGA hat. And when they seen the red MAGA hat, everybody on Twitter went crazy. Oh, he's got a hat? He's got a red MAGA hat? I told you Tom Brady's racist. Oh my God, he's this, that. So they went on for a week. So bad that Tom was like, fuck it. I'm getting the shit out my locker. I'm out. So he got out his locker. They asked him, well, finally it came up, well, why you got the MAGA hat? And he said, listen, I'm friends with Trump. The man gave it to me because he was running for president at the time. I had it for 2 years. Just put it in my locker. I didn't take nothing of it. It's President Trump. Okay. Still gave him hell about that. So he put his head down, did his thing, won his Super Bowl ring, but didn't win the one last year. Okay. We fast forward now to 2021. A lot of people were saying 2020, the beginning of that season. People are talking about Tom Brady was washed up because the Patriots didn't want him anymore. People said he should stay at home, play with his fine ass supermodel wife, and don't worry about football no more since she loaded and he loaded. People was talking about he needed to go and be a coach, maybe work and be an analyst. Brady wasn't hearing that shit. He knew he still was good. He knew he could still get rings. He just wanted a support cast, and nobody didn't want to do it. He went to the 49ers before he went to Tampa Bay. 49ers was like, yeah, we like you, but we got Jimmy Garoppolo, bro. You 43. Can't fuck with you. 43. He ain't paying you no money. You old, man. Holler at somebody else. Go on the Lions or something. Maybe the Bengals. We don't need you. Maybe the Bucks. And that's what Tom was like, okay, I think I'll go to the Bucks. So Tom goes to Tampa. Hey guys, I want to be on your team. Tampa was like, hell the fuck yeah. We are 7-9. We got Jameis Winston and he sucked. When you want to sign up, what you need? You need a house? We'll get you a house. Hey, man, listen. Tom Brady want to come to Tampa. You got a house available? Oh, you do? He can rent it on the low? Hey, man, we got you a mansion. Whole mansion. Come on in, Tom. Come on down. Don't worry about it, Tom. What you want, Tom? You want 50 million? 50 million for 2 years? No problem, Tom. We got you. Sign-on bonus? Got you, Tom. What else you need? What else you need? You want some cigars? Go on. All right. People saw this. They laughing at Tampa Bay. Man, y'all stupid. Y'all done failed. Y'all got Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Y'all got him. Then Tom was like, well, I got one more request. What's the request? I need a friend to come through. What friend you need, Tom? I want Gronk to come. Yeah, come on, tell Gronk to come on. Come on down. Now they got the white boy that play football like he black. I'm being serious, not being racial. This white dude got to be half black some way. I ain't never seen no white receiver jumping, flipping, doing cartwheels. I'm telling you, Gronk got some kind of black people in his bloodline. I'm telling you now. So Gronk is in the building. So we got Gronk. Then he turned around and he said, I need one more favor from y'all. And they said, what is that? I know he's a problem child, but I need Antonio Brown. They said, okay, get him. We get him. Whatever you need, man, we make it work. So he gets all these weapons. He plays his season. And now he's at the Super Bowl. Now everybody had said that he could not beat the Chiefs. They said that this kid, Patrick Mahomes, Tyree Hill, and this dude named Tyron Matthew were the beasts. You can't mess with them. You're not gonna pull it off, Tom. You might as well just go ahead on and say you got it to the Super Bowl and that's it. Tom smiled and said politely, "We will win," and he did. 31-9, kicked their ass all over the field. So bad that Tyrann Mathieu was having problems trying to intercept Brady, and when he couldn't intercept Brady, he got in Brady's face because he was just being retarded, right? He was just out of his element, out of his game because he's frustrated. And Brady told him something like any competitor probably told him. I'm going to be on that ass all night long. You're not going to be able to do nothing. Guess what Tyrann does when he gets beat? He goes after the post conference when they asked him, well, what did Tom Brady say to you when you went over there to him face to face? I never disrespected Tom Brady. I had the utmost respect for him. But when we was on that field, he said something to me that I cannot say on camera because it's too disrespectful. Guess what happens? Man, Black Twitter out here running around talking about the man is racist. Talking about Tom Brady racist. They knew he was. They saw the MAGA hat. They just going in on Tom. Tom apologized to this fool. He's still going in. They still going in until somebody told Tyrann, buddy, I think you need to take that tweet down because the whole time when y'all was playing, Tom Brady mic was on the whole game, and they're reviewing what you're talking about. And it looks like to me that there was nothing racial that he said to you. What the moral of the story is, that woke shit. This dude was so into his feelings because he lost the game that he wanted to play victimhood. And when he did play victimhood, it backfired. It backfired. And this is what we got to get used to now, guys. This is what's going to happen. People are going to that well of victimhood, and it's sad. Very sad and disturbing. Well, that's all I got for y'all tonight. If y'all love what I just brought to y'all, go ahead on, hit the like button, hit that notification bell at the top, hit that subscribe button as well, and the notification button at the top. Also, to share the broadcast, follow me on my other platforms if you was on there tonight. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.